have to a group of audience, our friends from Facebook, and of course, our friends who are now with us in Zoom. Let me just introduce who are with us now. In the midst, we have our brand ambassadors and artist friends who will help us with our Thursday color swatching session. We have Angela. Wave, Angela.
Hi.
There, Angela. We have Giovanni and Letty. We also have Gabrielle. Yeah, Gab is in the room. We have Anna Marie, Mark, Elisa, and Kathleen. And I think a couple of brand ambassadors may join us in a little while. So today we will talk about different set of colors, and just the same, we will paste in the chat the list of colors. I think our friends are all ready. Oh yeah, I may have to repeat this line for our friends in Facebook. In case our friends at Facebook are wondering where John is, by now he's up on the air crossing towards Texas because he will be joining Lauren McCracken. And then tomorrow he will join us live from Lauren McCracken's place. And of course, we're going to have Sarah Graham for a conversation on watercolor and watercolorgram. Besnick, hello.
Hello, Besnick.
Okay.
Hello, everyone.
So,
You hear me?
yeah, we do.
I had the microphone muted.
Okay, so we're all set. I'm gonna paste the color list now. We will start with Joseph Z's cool gray and neutral gray. Let me just paste this. I need to be a good multitasker today because I'm speaking. The colors are in the chat room, and I think John would really want to see our guests here. In case you have the colors, please feel free to swatch along. And if you would like to share your artwork with us or your swatch, you can message or raise the hand and we'll put you on spotlight. And then we have Anna Marie, who will help us go through comments in Facebook. And if in case you have mixed requests, we can also do that maybe halfway, because the first part we will try to swatch the colors first and then we do the color mixing.
Excuse me, Ethel. Did you say neutral gray is the neutral Joseph or cool?
The first one we'll have Joseph Z's cool gray.
Oh, cool. Yes.
Yeah, cool gray. And we'll help paste the colors in our chat in Facebook.
Mm-hmm. This is a beautiful gray.
Giovanni, Gab is there, Angela, and Bassett, do you have your colors? Do you have these colors too?
No, I'm looking at you guys.
You have to inspire us. Sing a little.
But in the meantime, I will show some of my paintings. I use the colors that today we are talking about.
Okay, let me put you on spotlight.
I mean, after you finish, you guys, I will gather them and show them because I really love the colors that we are going to be showing today.
This is Joseph's quote gray. Cool gray. Beautiful gray. And now Joseph's neutral. Very rich colors. But at the same time, if you use little water, they make very nice atmospheric hues. Can you see the difference between one gray and the other? I'll bring them nearer to the camera.
Ethel, you like me to show hematite violet, how I used in latest paintings?
Did you say hematite violet, Besnick?
Yes.
Is that, let me see, it's not in, oh yeah, hematite genuine is in the list. Oh yeah,
I
it is,
see
it is also,
hematite violet.
yeah, it is also in the list.
I love it because it gives such a nice granulating effect. I used it in this Bali theme. It's a gate.
Let me just spotlight.
It's showing a little bit burned image, but anyway,
Gorgeous.
Oh,
I love
beautiful,
that.
Besnick.
I sent
one,
this one
Besnick.
for Indonesia. Thank you, guys. I sent this one for Indonesia Biennale that is going
Yeah,
to be held.
that's why it was familiar, because you won a prize, no? You won some sort.
Ooh.
No, I didn't win a prize.
No?
This one, no. Before I won. And today I finished this one. It's a big size. I also used the hematite, but I don't know. It's too blurry, this camera. In here, I didn't use, of course. You guys see it. It's quinacridone deep gold, but
Yeah,
showing
beautiful.
the right color. It's not so. I think I have a problem with my laptop camera.
Very nice.
Beautiful.
Very nice.
Beautiful, beautiful.
The way I use it purely just and directly because it gives me nice, very tiny granulation, and it shows the effects of buildings that I visited lately in Paris. I'm getting inspired to use this color mainly, hematite.
I love that Paris painting with the Eiffel Tower on the horizon and the block of buildings coming forward. I love that.
Thank you so much. I also used different lunar blacks and hematites in that. You're talking about the one where the road is with quinacridone deep gold, right? With orange. I will take it. Just a second.
That was Larry.
While he's asking, looking and getting that painting, we have a question on Facebook from Caroline Diebel
You're talking
saying,
about this one? Ethel, could you?
Oh, sure. Yeah, hang on. There.
Yes, yes.
So in here I used hematite. This color is hematite, deep violet. In here as well. But of course, you see that I have used more water in here. And in this part, I used more of pigment. It's too blurry. Maybe I'll use my iPhone for better
Yeah.
resolution. And
Beautiful.
in here,
That's the one I commented on.
Yeah, thank you so much.
That's
Larry,
Piemonte,
is that-
right?
No, this is lunar lunar red.
Red rock.
Red.
Yes.
It's a good color too.
And also this one is with hematite.
That's,
Right? But on top,
I
I
love
used a
this.
little bit of queen deep gold on top. And in here, I used Alvaro Caliente gray.
In the shadow.
Yeah, this shadow.
The warm gray, yeah.
Very beautiful.
I'm in love with these lunars and
Thank you
hematite.
for sharing, Besnick.
Thank you so much.
Anna Marie, sorry, can you please help us repeat? I think there's a question in Facebook.
yes, we had a question in Facebook. Caroline Diebel is asking, how does Joseph's neutral compare to regular neutral tint? Can you show them next to each other? Thanks.
Yes, we can do that.
I think
Neutral is this second. And we can paint next to it with the neutral tint, which is another color that we are doing today, that we are swatching today.
neutral and
we also had a Facebook comment saying, from Susan Little saying, wonderful, Besnick. We love your work.
Thank you, Susan. Thank you, everyone.
When you're doing the neutral tint and Joseph's gray, can you add the Jane's gray too? Because I think they're similar, aren't they?
I don't have Jane's gray.
Oh, Jane's gray is totally different from these beauties. It's also a nice one, but I think it's different.
Okay.
Angela, you have it, huh? You have Jane's gray.
No, I don't. It's one of the colors I don't have. Jane's gray, no, I'm sorry.
If you have your ultimate mixing set for the half pants, Angela. Yeah.
Giovanni has it, huh?
Oh, okay.
Giovanni.
Hey,
Totally.
Giovanni.
And Gab.
And Gabrielle as well.
I have the neutral tint. So I will do neutral tints now.
Great, thank you.
And this is the, let me write it down. I don't know if the pencil will write now because it's done. But this would be Joseph's neutral.
Guys, do you agree with me that none of these beats Moonglow?
Oh, well.
They're so different, yeah.
Moonglow is
I love Moonglow.
yes, definitely. So now, let me wet the paper a little bit. And here I will swatch neutral tint. Neutral tint is bluer. I don't know if you can see the difference. I will
Yes.
bring it closer to the monitor, to the camera.
So let me spotlight.
Can you see the difference?
So neutral tint is on the right
Yes. This
and
is
down.
neutral tint. This is neutral tint, and this is Joseph's neutral.
Okay,
So you see that they are quite different.
Let me-
yes, yes.
Can you hold that for a little while? There.
Yes. So they are quite different because
Okay,
the neutral tint is cooler.
yeah, definitely.
It's a
Thank
bit
you.
So, yeah, welcome. And we have a question also here in the chat by Muhammad Khalid. He says, does lunar black fade with time? Lunar black, if you check, you have to check the color chart. And if I'm not wrong, it's number 1. So it means that it will last over 100 years. Am I correct?
That's right. We've also posted the link of Lunar Black in the chat.
May I speak to that also, to the light fastness?
Yes.
I do light fastness tests on all of the pigments that I purchase, irrelevant of the brand, irrelevant of what they say. And Lunar Black held up very well. I put it in a south-facing window for 6 to 10 months, sometimes longer. And Lunar Black held up in the direct sun for 10 months without any problem.
Wow.
So it passed the light fastness test without any problem.
You're talking about light, Anna, you were talking about very light shades, right?
Light shade?
I
Light
do
shade
a
of Lunar
swatch
Black.
from light until dark.
Okay. So you're talking about even the, let's say, bottom part of your swatch was totally like
It was good.
good, huh?
Yeah.
For 8 months.
I don't have the swatch in front of me at the moment. If you want to private message me, I can give you the technical information of how long it was in the window and what it looked like.
But
Nice.
was it very dense, the color, or was it light, a light mix?
Yeah, she said she did graduation, huh? From black to
Your
white.
station, that's lovely.
I'm trying to see if I have any of my swatches right here. I go from a very light value all the way to full density within one swatch so that I see how it shifts, because some of them, so this is an example of a light fastness test of a cheap, a children's brand. And this is just very dense. You can see this one failed 100%,
Yes.
right? But when I do the professional grade quality, I go high volume water, low volume pigment, all the way down to almost neat. So it's pure pigment with very small amount of water, just enough to have it work. So I do light fastness tests on all the pigments, and Lunar Black was very good. Yeah, so full confidence.
Well, Nicolas Lopez paintings, most of the painting is in Lunar Black, and it lasts for a long time. You know, I haven't seen any of his. Well, I haven't lived 100 years, but I mean, they are not fading at all.
But what we're looking for is more than our lifetime. We're looking for paints and pigments that will survive 100 and 200 and 300 years. And that's what we're testing by putting it under that much stress of the sunlight.
Exactly.
Correctly. We're putting our product, our paintings on par with foil painting.
Mm-hmm.
Gio, I like the black tourmaline.
This is black tourmaline, the one that I'm doing now.
Yeah, and I also love Gabriel what he's doing, but look at Gio's test. He did it very nice. What a nice granulation. Ethel, could you put Gio's
Spotlight.
spotlight? Yeah, it's so beautiful, black tourmaline.
Yes.
Third one from right, Gio?
Yeah, yeah.
So beautiful.
This is, yeah, very beautiful.
Yes. This is black tourmaline. Chinese white, we can only mix it, right? Because on white paper, you cannot see it.
Yeah.
What shall we mix it with?
Angela, you just put some drops of Chinese white on those blacks that you painted, and we will see the reaction. Maybe it's a nice idea.
But they should
Go dry.
should be wet, no?
Yeah, make it total, like make another one swatch, black one, and then you just put some drops of that.
Okay, Mackay.
This is Chinese and titanium on black paper.
Yes. Ah, beautiful.
I
Yes.
always use Chinese. I prefer Chinese. What about you, Gio?
Yeah, it's Chinese. It's more covered.
More intense, huh?
Yeah, more intensive. Yeah, it's very
Perfect.
more opaque.
Yeah, more opaque, and it has more pigment somehow. I love it.
I prefer in my painting the titanium white, but the Chinese white is very beautiful.
Look at Kathleen's artwork. I don't think Kathleen has all the colors today, but can you share about this piece, Kathleen? Which colors, what colors do you
The
use?
only ones I've used so far is the Joseph the Cool, which is mainly up here, and then the Payne's Blue Gray. And then I've been using the raw umber for these areas right here for the fur, you know, putting in the fur, and then Moon Glow. So I'm really kind of moving around our list.
It's beautiful.
But I wanted to, this is going to be a little raccoon, hopefully, in the end, but not working real wet, and but trying to keep it that way using a water brush. So it's just when you don't have all the colors, it's more fun to try to create something, and for me anyway. So thank you.
Thanks for sharing.
Yes, thank you.
May I make a comment about the light fastness tests? I was able to find my swatches. This is the swatch that I had. This is the one that I had in the sun. This is the swatch that I kept in the dark. I started the test on the 8th month of 2020, and I took it out of the sun the 11th month of 2021. And you can see high density paint pigment to low density paint pigment, and there's no change at all.
Exactly.
I did a second test with a granulation medium for pigment black 11, and again, no change at all for pigment black 11, which is lunar black. And I did a third test here with no change at all. That's all lunar black. Those are tests.
Wow.
Fabulous.
That's exciting, Anne Marie.
So Anna,
But
you're doing it as a scientist, right? I mean, this is just amazing test reporting. I mean, I don't get to see swatches like that in the.
right, that was in the sun for a while. What it is historically in the past, watercolor has had a bad name because it fades. And as professional artists and working with Daniel Smith, we want pigments that compete and will survive our generation and the next generation and even hundreds of years. And what we're doing by doing these tests, I'm not just believing the brand when they tell us, but to actually do the test ourselves is to say, I, as a watercolor artist, can guarantee my paintings are going to outlast all of our lifetimes and our children's lifetime, etc. And again, this is why we're buying the Daniel Smith brand and going with that rather than the cheaper brands that fail the light fastness test. You can see, plain and simple, where the sunlight just destroyed the cheap pigments. And this is one of the reasons I'm really happy with the Daniel Smith brand. Yeah, to see that.
Yeah.
So tell me, Anna, do you refrain from using those pigments until you have tested them?
I joke
You
that this is
do?
a practice of delayed gratification. So with Moonglow, I tested it and I played with it before the test was finished. So I played with it for those 10 months.
Yeah.
But I didn't put it in any of my professional work. I just played with it. So I don't use any of my professional.
Because that would be really hard to do.
Yeah, it is a test in delayed gratification.
Patience. Those are great.
Those
Yeah,
are.
and you can see ones that don't pass the test. You can see a shift in color.
What paper do you put that on? What paper do you use for your test?
I am an emerging artist, which means I budget my money to go towards quality paints, which means I'm embarrassed to admit what quality of paper I'm using. Thank you, Mark, for laughing. So right now my budget goes towards pigments, and I realize pigment is what's most important, and then I'll budget to bring the art paper quality up. But when I'm playing and when I'm testing, I use the cheap stuff because that's where I'm at right now.
Okay, thank you.
Makes sense.
Well, that matters.
So what I'm saying is I'm on the Daniel Smith bandwagon because that's where the benefit is.
Thanks for sharing, Anna.
Thanks for letting me share about the light fastness tests. Those are, I feel, very important.
I love that. I love that. The way you have done it.
Do we have any mixed requests? Yeah, I think we don't really have to wait towards M, just in case there's anyone there curious about 2-3 colors together from this lot.
Angela, may we have a chance to see some of the grays that you're mixing in a juicy mixture that you're so good at?
This is Alvaro's Fresco. This is beautiful. Alvaro's Fresco. Here I used a white. I wetted again, but it took some color away. But I mixed with white. And here is the last one was black tourmaline, I think. No, black tourmaline is this one. So
Yeah, black tourmaline before we
Yeah,
did
this is
it
black
right.
tourmaline with a little bit of white. And this is probably, I think it's one of the previous ones, like the Payne's Blue Gray. I think this is Payne's Blue Gray with white. And this is Alvaro's Fresco Gray. I love this. I love this fresco. And now I will do the
Next is lamp black, and I think I've
Great.
seen Gabrielle has moved on to the next 5.
yeah.
This is Gab's. This is Giovanni's now.
There's the lamp black.
Lamp black is there. Wow.
May we see the black tourmaline more closely of Giovanni's? That's so helpful to see them labeled like that.
Tourmaline.
The granulation is amazing.
It is.
Wow.
Hmm.
Have you guys painted a lot of paintings with black tourmaline and also with lunar black? Which one did it gave you better results in granulation?
You mean compare the granulation?
Comparing these two colors from your own experience.
Uh-huh. I prefer to use lunar black because it's the king of granulation for me.
Yeah.
And
I think black tourmaline is transparent, so
Mhm.
it's a very different animal.
Yeah. Different animal.
Gab, would you like to share a bit more about this piece here?
Oh, nice painting, Gabriel.
Very nice painting. Gabriel, which white is that? Is it the,
Chinese, huh?
oh, it is the Chinese.
Chinese white.
Very nice.
You are so active, buddy.
Chinese white on top of color?
Sorry about that. But yes, I just wanted to show real quick that here's where I just put little bits and pieces of the Chinese white. I didn't go too.
There is an echo, Gabriel. You have to,
Sorry.
to switch off another.
No.
Oops. Okay, so Gabriel has moved on to another color. Oh, that's beautiful, Gio. Can you share a bit more about these pieces?
This is my wife, Letizia, painting during the Nicolas Lopez workshop.
Wow.
Wow.
It's lunar black and the lunar black with the white, titanium white. It's nice studying for the granulation.
Beautiful, yes.
Under the guide of Nicholas.
And Nicolas is the king of the lunar.
Oh, for sure.
This is only lunar.
Can you tell us about the size of those?
Sorry?
They are very small because
Is-
it's like a pop card.
Yeah,
Mm.
it's a little piece
Look
of
at the end.
paper.
Centimetro 84.
It's very, very small.
Palm size.
Around 6 inch.
But the study of with Nicolas.
Water I get to need the effect. Not a lot of water.
Yeah, Geraldine asked how much water do you need to get the effects?
Not so much. Just pray.
But in the Nicolas technique is very important for the granulation because spray only on the one side of the sheets and moving the sheets
Computing.
for the gravity, use the gravity for these effects. It's very, very beautiful. Thank you to all.
Did you
Gio,
choose the composition
when
for
you-
those? Did
Gio, when you
the
use
composition for
lunar,
those, or were they?
Oops. Sorry, Erna.
No, I didn't choose salt. No, not salt.
Oh, the composition. Did you choose the subject and the composition, or was the composition given?
No, the composition was chosen by Nicolas.
Thank you.
Nicolas Lopez.
Sorry to interrupt you, Besnick.
Yes.
no problem, Anna. Sorry, I didn't hear you while talking. I have a question for Gio.
Yeah.
If somebody wants to mix, for example, another color on bottom or on top, how do you prefer to apply with granulation? Maybe first one, let's say if I want to combine quinacridone deep gold with lunar black, should I apply first the quinacridone as a first layer and lunar black second, or how would you prefer it?
First the lunar black. First the lunar black, no, Gio?
For this is a very interesting question because is two methods. The one is first the lunar black. I use the granulation for the black and white balance, and I use the quinacridone deep gold, the little
On top.
layer after. But the mixing is very different, mixing together. Now I try this.
Yes, let's.
Usually when I am doing, I apply first the color on bottom, and on top I apply the lunar black. Usually I do it like that, but I never tried this technique that you are going to do it now, huh?
Yeah. Now I try. Queen deep gold.
No, quinacridone gold.
Any of colors. Any
Okay.
of colors, Gio. It's good so other people will see it, like
Anche per leggere.
Okay.
Quinacridone gold, eccolo qua. Però se vuole il deep gold lo metto.
See the granulation of lunar black? I don't know if you can see it. Just a moment.
Good gold.
It is very granulating. And now I put a little bit of quinacridone deep gold, which is moving into the lunar black. And it, as John explains, it is moving the black away. The black moves away from the yellow.
and it's still looking so beautiful.
And it's not very concentrated. It's very light. But if I will try the next time, now a bit down the page, use more concentrated.
Angela, do it now the opposite, please. Do the opposite.
Yes. Okay.
No. I mean, this one, just put it
like that.
Yeah, like that. I think it will give nice effect. Now the lunar black will go into queen gold.
Can you spray it at this time to make it move further, or is that not desirable?
I wouldn't prefer it, Anna.
We can try.
Thank you. No, he said no.
I never listened to him.
You, Angela, you are always like this.
Terrible. I know.
I think what she's saying, Besnick, is that you have to play with it yourself also.
Yeah, of course, everyone has his own experience. So
Beautiful.
Anna, you see that I was right. Because granulation is going away.
Devo aspettare che si asciuga.
Gio, did you dry it? Did you, or it's still wet?
Yeah, no, I dry with the phone
With hair dryer, right?
with the iron dryer, and I apply the little layer Queen Gold and Queen Deep Gold.
Can I ask a question of the other artists here? A year or two back, we had record temperatures, freezing, and I went outside and painted with Lunar Black, and it was able to freeze the ice crystals into the paintings. Have any of you done that experience before?
Not me.
So the paint froze and created a crystal, and then you can see that impact in impression. Is that what you're saying, Anne?
The granulation of the Lunar Black picked up the pattern work of the crystals being frozen.
Wow.
Yeah.
I will try this winter.
Yeah, I'm
So
in
it would be a
Canada, so I
little
can
bit
try it in
like
2 weeks.
salt crystals then.
Without being destructive on your paper.
Right. Yeah.
Mark, do you want to comment on that?
Yeah, no, just saying, I'm in Canada, so I can probably try it in 2 weeks.
I was gonna say, I think we're all now hoping for ice.
Not in Texas, no.
We had a question on Facebook whenever we transition from Kristen Clark saying, black tourmaline looks like pure granulation. Does it play well with other colors? Can you try a mix to see what it does? Thanks.
I have tried black tourmaline with rhodonite, for example. I played with it. So black and red. Just for, but I'm on Primatex. It works very well. And also, if I have to dark some blue, like lapis lazuli or like sodalite, I can add black tourmaline to get some shadows and to add more contrast. It works very well among Primatex, but also with other colors. I suggest it is if you want to have an alternative to Lunar Black.
Thanks, Letty.
The
Oh my
Monday
God.
mix for
Look
this
at
week
that.
also
Oh,
was
Gio.
black tourmaline with rose of ultramarine. So there's a really nice
Oh, yeah.
mix on Instagram and Facebook of it.
Yeah,
Gio,
that's
beautiful. Very nice, huh?
is a first layer Lunar Black and not dry very in time, but little humid with a little layer of Queen Gold and Queen Deep Gold.
Very nice. Queen Deep Gold is so beautiful with Lunar Black.
Yeah.
Look at that. So it doesn't remove the granulation.
Yeah, no. It's
Very nice.
very beautiful because then have a little movement, but remain the granulation here.
Beautiful. Thank you, Gio.
You're welcome.
I saw Buffy with her maybe artwork. Would you like to share your artwork, Buffy?
Sure. Hi, everybody.
Hi.
Hi.
So I played with all the fun granulating neutral colors. So we have the buff titanium, the hematite genuine violet, and then the regular hematite next to the black tourmaline. Then you have your, let's see, your Payne's gray and your neutral tint and your lamp black. Then your Yavapai genuine. There's some sepia over here and then the buff titanium. And then I let them just play together and wiggle down. Pretty cool. I really like how the hematite genuine, when it goes with the other colors, it constantly wants to separate. So it not only does granulation, but it has color separation, which I think is just amazing.
Is that hematite violet, right, Buffy?
Yes, yeah, the hematite violet's here,
Oh,
and the
my
hematite,
favorite. It's so beautiful.
it is so beautiful, and the regular hematite's here. And the thing I love about the hematites is that they get along with, they mix with other colors so well. But the hematite violet, it has this like peachy melon color. I don't know
Yes.
how to-
That's why I love it.
Yeah,
Like
and it's magic,
baby
huh?
pink. My daughter calls it baby pink.
Thank you. I've been trying to name it. I couldn't think of the right word.
My daughter Alina is naming it baby pink. She says, "What a beautiful
nice.
baby pink."
We should have John change the name now.
Yeah, maybe John will put some new color, baby pink.
Yeah. Yeah, they're really beautiful colors. And Anna, I was gonna say, I did do an ice painting before where I put the ice cubes on my paper and then I used a pipette and I squeezed big old drops of saturated paint, set it out in the 100-degree heat and let it melt. And so when the ice melted, it laid the watercolor down in the most, I think you would really love that project because you love granulation and color blends. So yeah, it was a lot of fun. I couldn't find it. I was digging through my drawer. If I find it, I'll send it to you.
Thanks. Buffy, we also have a request for you on Facebook from Susan Little saying, post a picture of what you're showing. They're hoping to see it more closely.
Oh yeah, I'll share it on Facebook when I find it. I've just been digging through my drawers and I haven't located it yet.
I think the request is for the swatches that you were just displaying here and now. That
Oh,
we really
put
like.
this. Okay.
Yeah,
I
thank
will.
you.
Hi, Susan.
Thanks, Buffy.
You're welcome. Thank you, guys.
So Gabriel, what color was that one? The last one?
Purple genuine.
Okay.
Beautiful.
Yes, it is.
Got so quiet all of a sudden.
We are
What about-
concentrated.
What is your favorite granulating color out of all the Daniel Smiths?
Lantern black.
Lunar black. Yes, me too, maybe.
I
Yes,
love
I
the
agree.
thematics. I enjoy Jadeite lapis.
Gab, is that your favorite, Gabriel?
Tiger's Eye Genuine. Did I catch that right for Gabriel?
What color is that, Gab? Burnt
Tiger's
tiger's
eye?
eye.
Burnt
Burnt
tiger's
tiger's eye.
Oh, okay.
Okay, let me
I hope Angela will let us see the granulation of that yellow and black swatch that she's working on.
Mhm. All right, to the camera. To place it better. Like that.
Ooh.
That is quinacridone gold, but very thick, very, yeah, a lot of pigment. And this is lunar black, but it's not granulating. I'm not sure why. But,
You can try from top Queen Deep Gold by down to
now,
black,
black.
Angela.
This is lunar black. Sorry, say that again.
You use the gravity, but put the deep gold on top, flowing to the black one.
Yeah, I know. I will do that now.
I think it will make nice granulation.
Yeah, you mean the yellow going into the, I tried the reverse and it doesn't work as well as when you
Yeah, you try it now, I think it will give you a very nice one. And I am also using in my paintings Lunar Violet. I love it.
I love Lunar Violet also.
Can you guys
Beautiful.
speak
Yellow is another
how
favorite.
lunar violet behaves differently?
It's similar to Lunar Black, but it has some violet on as a second shade, and I really love that one.
I think it needed some water. Now, yes.
There you have a painting, Angela.
Yeah.
Beautiful, huh?
Excellent. Good effect.
I would stop gravity now.
But listen,
Stop
why
the
don't you show
gravity.
us? Why don't you show us a little bit? Swatch with us. Come on.
No, you guys are much better than me.
Yes, of course.
Can I show my granulation
Sure. Barbara.
study? It's Barbara.
Please.
Go ahead, Barbara.
Okay, can you see this? Hold on.
Yeah.
You've got Piemonte, Serpentine, Sleeping Beauty, Sodalite, Blue Appetite. Well, some of these are Moon Glow, Tiger's Eye, Hematite up here, Hematite Burnt Scarlet up here. Pretty much Kyanite, all the ones I own, and then I threw in a few others. Prussian green, here's green tight. This was really, took me not very long, but it was much fun to do.
With your experience, do you have any advice on exaggerating and increasing the volume of granulation?
What do you mean exaggerating?
Allowing the granulation to come out as dramatically as possible?
Oh, yes. Oh, yes. In fact, as I was sitting here, I was doing this.
Oh.
And these are just, some of them are, this is Lunar Violet, Sodalite. This is Shadow Violet. This is Moon Glow. This is the Lunar Black, not with much pigment, but really nice. And then this was the Black Tourmaline. They kind of look like jellyfish, right? It just, and actually one of the ones I like the most in granulation is Zoisite. It's maybe not pronounced correctly, but that dark, dark, dark green is an incredible color. Here, I'll show you here.
Yeah.
Yes, beautiful.
It's just, and it happens really fast, and it's just such an interesting color.
Is it Zoisite? Zoisite?
Yes,
Whatever.
yes. The Piemontite and both the Hematite Piemontite and Hematite Violet both have pinkish peachy colors when they, when you get them going. They sort of like, you can see the pink down here.
Do you ever spray them or reactivate them with more moisture if it's not granulating as dramatically as you would like?
Yes, yes, I do. I'm a big fan of spraying, but with a bottle.
Thanks for sharing, Barbara.
Sure.
Thank you.
You're welcome.
No, I want to show that black tourmaline can perform like Lunar Black. if you like
Beautiful.
thematic color. So it granulates very, very well. Even with the red and the blue.
Mm-hmm.
Also with the green apatite, it's very marked. So you can get you can have fun.
So I was just putting this, is it Shigalite? Genuine, and it has a really nice granulating too.
Yeah.
I like to use that for skies.
Yes, yes, of course.
Here,
This is the cold press.
my penguin picture, that's the Sugarlight.
This is Mayan Blue Genuine. Mayan Blue Genuine.
Amazing blue. Mayan blue.
Beautiful.
It's beautiful. Buffy, you have another art piece, artwork to share?
Yeah, I was going to show you guys this one. I was trying to do this rock cairn and I used the graphite gray, and I don't know if it'll show up on the camera or not, but it actually is matte when it dries. So if you're ever looking for an exciting texture change on your painting, I would recommend playing with the graphite gray, and look at how up here, how it, when you water it down, it creates that beautiful smoky finish. There's also some lunar earth in here and raw sienna, I believe, French ultramarine, of course, but the graphite gray was just so fun to play with.
Thanks for sharing. And we also have Elisa silently, not just watching, but painting along with us. Elisa?
Hi.
Beautiful.
What colors do you have there?
All right. For the sky, I used, initially I had hematite violet at the bottom, and then I layered on top purpurite,
Purpurite, yeah.
purpurite, and then Jane's gray to give it some depth. At the bottom, I started with, pardon me, black tourmaline, burnt tiger's eyes in there, tiger's eye, a little bit of yavapai to give a little bit of pop of color, and I think a little bit of something else, cyclerite. So it's just a mix of those for the ground.
Nice.
Very nice.
Thank you.
Flowy.
I think we're almost complete with the swatching. Gab here is already with, which color are you at? Paints blue gray. We're done with, I saw you guys watch hematite. I think another 10 more or 7.
Gabriel, which one is the 5th color from now that you did this last one? 5th color from right, the other side. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. That one. Which one is it?
Tiger sign.
I think that's burnt tigers. Oh no. What's this?
Sycarite, genuine. Nice one, huh? Very nice one.
We have a beautiful comment from Caroline. This is from Facebook. So Caroline says, drama in granulation is best discovered with wet paper and lots of pigment, then lots of water to break up the pigment. The granulation continues to move with the water, then needs to be left to dry naturally to offer the most interesting marks. Yes, beautiful observation. Thanks, Caroline. So tomorrow we will have Sarah Graham, who has done, she's been featured before. She has worked with watercolor and watercolor ground, painted portrait on wooden panels. So it'd be good if you could join us again tomorrow, of course, with John, who will be live with Lauren McCracken. Thank you, Roberta.
I would like to share my drips. I can't hold it up to the screen.
Okay.
And I'm hoping I can, there's the turn the camera around. So there, this is Lunar Black, Moon Glow. I started out painting something else entirely. That's where the red spark come in. But oh well. Anyway, so the central column is Lunar Black drips with I'm not very good at this. Heck.
We can see it.
Okay, there it goes.
Anyway,
That's
I
good now.
interspersed there. Hey, now if I just
Yeah,
sit
that's
still.
good now, Larry.
Okay, so I interspersed the Lunar Black with ultramarine blue and Quin Gold and burnt scarlet, and just ended up with these wonderful soft mixes, if you can see where the granulation is and the soft mixing of those colors. I really had fun playing, and now I'm going to have to go out and get some more granulated paint.
Yay. Thanks for sharing, Larry.
That is the point, right? That is the point. I got to get some of that purple.
Purpurite, yeah.
Purpurite.
Beauty.
Purpurite.
So we have here a message from John. I think he was able to catch a portion of our live session. And he said he's proud with you all for keeping the show, but we'll have him tomorrow. So I think that's all for today. We can wrap up now. Thank you, Angela. Thank you, Anna Marie, Gabrielle and Letty, and Giovanni and Letty and Gabrielle. And of course, we had Elisa and Buffy and Larry for sharing your artwork, as well as Kathleen. So yeah, we all hope to see you again tomorrow. Don't forget, it's 10:30 a.m. Thank you, everyone.
Thanks.
Ciao.
Bye-bye,
Thanks, everyone.
everyone.
Bye-bye.
Bye.